Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR and over here we talk reactions and reviews. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's go. What's goody everyone? How's everyone doing? Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to another reaction video. If you're new here, my name is TMR, and over here, y'all, we talk reactions and reviews. So if you're new to this channel, I discuss channels that I watch, such as Strong Mommy Chrissy, Lives Life, My Jazzy Life. Here recently, I just started discussing Keisha Anderson channels, and I've talked about other channels as well. But today, y'all, I want to talk to y'all about Strong Mommy Chrissy. So to all my oldies but goodies, y'all already know what the tea is, and I hope you have your tea. Actually, I have coffee, but sis, we get it, right? We get it. I want to talk about Strong Mommy Chrissy's live that she did yesterday. So obviously, you guys, she titled the live where people could click on it really, really fast, and I was one of them because she titled it that this is really hard or something to that nature, but that she was quitting YouTube. Now, we do know that those titles come about a lot. Even I've had titles on videos where I was thinking about quitting YouTube because, y'all, we know social media can be very overwhelming. So, but for Strong Mommy Chrissy, her conversation yesterday in her live was she's very overwhelmed with the responsibilities of her children being home 24/7 and her trying to do social media that she says now that she's having a lot of struggles with. So, let's talk. So, you guys, for the most part, if not all of us, are mommies who watch Strong Mommy Chrissy, right? That's what brought me to her channel, because I'm a mom of 4 kids, and I seen this young black girl with a bunch of kids doing these big old grocery hauls and cooking these good old meals, and I was like, okay sis, I can vibe with that. I like that. I like to see my sisters out here trying to do something. That was my first impression when I first started watching her channel. So I've been watching Chrissy for a couple years. A lot of y'all been watching her for a long time. Chrissy says she's been on the platform for 9 years. So from the time she's came on this platform up until today's date, Chrissy has grown her family, basically tripled her family. She now has 9 children. Most recently, she just had a baby last year that will be a year old this month. And I was listening to Chrissy in the live, and she was basically talking about, you know, how she's going to manage homeschooling the children, trying to do YouTube, then have children that are not even in school, and trying to keep them entertained. And a lot of people that were in the chat obviously we're throwing out suggestions and telling them what they're going through or what they are doing to help their. We know for a lot of us right now, being teachers at home, mommies who have to work, it's new to us, and it's been hard to adjust, y'all, because we haven't had that responsibility, right? But in some way, some form, y'all, we teach our children anyway. Now, we might not be teaching them what an adjective, a noun, and a pronoun is, or what, you know, algebraic expression that you can help them solve. But for the most part, y'all, we teach our children in some type of way. So to me, working and raising kids and teaching them is something we've been doing since we birthed them out the womb. Now, obviously, like I said, teaching them detail like English, math, science, no, we haven't done that. But at the end of the day, with this remote thing, the teachers are still there, right? They're still in the classroom. They're on these Zooms, and they're there to teach what needs to be taught and answer questions. But obviously, this is kind of making parents be more supportive, which we should have been anyway. See, y'all, look, this whole remote thing wouldn't be so hard for a lot of people if we were already supporting the children before Corona, right? Now, obviously, you know, like I said, we haven't, you know, a lot of us are not teachers with degrees, right? We teachers with common sense of how we're teaching our children. But these are the things that we should have already been, like, if you were a mom or have been a mom that has had practice of helping your children with homework and structuring your children, a lot of this wouldn't really be new to you. It's just something that's extra, additional. So Chrissy, you know, she talks like she can't hold on. She can't manage. She can't think. She can't sleep. She can't anything. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. It's just funny how you hear this a lot since she's been in Houston, right? Now, she's talked from time to time about the, you know, the trials and tribulations of being a, you know, an at-home mom, you know, having a YouTube channel and having children at home and working from home. She's talked about that. But she's been very heavily concentrated since she's been in Houston. And my personal opinion is, I think having these kids at such a young age, and now her just turning 30, and she's around people who are living their lives, going out, having a good time, and she's not able to jump at a command, it's starting to get to Chrissy. Because when she was in Vegas, you didn't really hear as much emphasis of how she can't put out videos, because she was in Vegas putting out videos. Even after her husband left, she was still managing to put out videos with the same amount of kids. Now, granted, I know what you're getting ready to say, but since the kids was in school, but as Chrissy said yesterday, it's never a situation where everybody's in school. She's always got some kids at home. And to me, the smaller kids will be more to manage than the older kids, because the older kids can kind of go off and do their own thing. But my personal opinion is, I think Chrissy, you know, Houston is a big city. What is it? This is the third largest city in our country, right? And it's a lot of ish that be jumping off in Houston. A lot of clubbing, and even with Corona, we're not gonna fake the funk. We do understand people still out in the clubs and the bars and stuff. And I think Chrissy she's not able to. She doesn't want to deal with the fact that she can't enjoy her life, but she still has the responsibilities of being this mommy, and being this mommy full time is prohibiting her from having a personal life, and now she's saying her professional life. But at the end of the day, we know that YouTube is, for the most part, her bread and butter. It's why she's been going so hard on it, and she's been doing it as long as she's been doing it. But now, what I think Chrissy really needs to figure out is, sis, what's more important? I would never be trying to figure out how I'm going to get this money in the house, because that, like, no matter what, I have to make sure that goes, because if you don't get that money in the house, obviously there is no way to remote learn the children, because you ain't got a roof over their head to remote learn them, right? You know, Chrissy came on her channel yesterday, and someone said to her that in her live that they were, you know, working, you know, homeschooling the children, basically saying they have all these obstacles, kind of saying what Chrissy has going on. But the one thing the person said that Chrissy doesn't have is they got a husband there helping them. When Chrissy read the comment, you should have seen the look on her face. It was like she gave the tone and the look of a little envy. And she said, you said the magic word. You have someone there. You have a significant other there to help you. Yeah, I don't have that. And I think that's Chrissy's biggest problem. She obviously is upset because none of these daddies is here to help. And I know a lot of people say, well, where's the daddies? Where's the daddies? Y'all, for the most part, we do understand that none of those dads live in the state of Texas, right? So even if they were helping, how much help could they really be, and they don't even live in the same state? And I think Buddy Cuz, oh yeah, we're going to call him Buddy Cuz, y'all. I think her husband, Buddy Cuz, whatever, y'all, again, this is an observation. I think that one of the main reasons why that man left is he got tired of nannying after Chrissy's kids. Now, again, y'all, obviously, I'm not there, right? But just think about it. She was enticing this man by buying him things, making sure he stayed real, you know, okay, and, you know, making sure his needs were met, and in turn, he helped her nanny after those children. But after a while, especially once she got pregnant with now you have to add another one to the mix. after a while, that man was like, wait. He probably figured out, since all you doing for me here, yeah, I can get that the same thing somewhere else with less responsibilities. In my personal opinion, I really feel like that's why that man left. Because I think Chrissy put a lot of the responsibility as far as the caretaking of the children on that man because he wasn't working. But again, that's his fault because you put yourself in that position to be available like that. Now, I'm not saying that you're not supposed to help her, but you made it comfortable for you not to go to work. So obviously, if you're not working, of course you need to be in here nannying after these kids. And obviously, Chrissy got used to that and took advantage of that until one day that man said, enough is enough. Yeah, this is not what I want to do. And with him walking away like that, obviously showed me that man didn't probably love that girl the way he said he was loving her. Because if he truly loved her, he wouldn't care if she had 9 or 90 kids. He would be there for the long haul. And we see now that he has left her and went on to another relationship and starting a whole nother family. But this woman only has 1 child and 1 on the way. Now, I know y'all was like, but that's not her fault. But at the end of the day, and I hate to say it like this, y'all, because I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, but it's the reality. A lot of the men that Chrissy is going to meet, when they hear, especially y'all now, right now in 2020, and with all the uncertainty that's going on in our country, when she meets a man and she finally lets this man know that she has 9 children and 8 live with her, it's going to be some hesitation. Because, y'all, that's a lot of responsibility. I don't care what nobody say. That's a lot of responsibility for someone to take on, especially if it's not their own children, right? I mean, look at Chrissy. These are her children. These are her children. And she's coming here telling her audience basically how much of a burden it is for her. Chrissy said that she has a lot of personal things going on in her life. She mentioned her whole CPS situation. And if Chrissy truly has a CPS case going on, what better person to reach out to than the Child Protective Services to ask them for assistance? Tell them, I'm new to the state. I can handle my children, but I need some help. Are there any resources that you can make available to me to make managing 9 children and still keep my career as a YouTuber valuable for me so I can work and manage my children? Why not reach out to the case manager or whomever has been coming to her house with these investigations and asking them for assistance instead of coming to your platform telling people these are your problems, and although we all can throw out solutions, but none of us are there to help you with it. Why not go to obviously a reputable source, which is the government, the state government? They already know who you are, sis, and they already know how many children you have. Why not reach out to these people? If you're showing us, your audience, and the world your vulnerability by telling us how stressed you are, why not tell that to CPS? Because I guarantee you, CPS going to do whatever they got to do to make sure them kids stay in the home with you, because it's going to be hard trying to place 8 kids in one home. It's going to be hard trying to place 8 kids, period. But let alone, so what I know about CPS, they want to keep children in the home, right? So if Chrissy has somebody who's been coming to her house, why not reach out to them and let them know, I need help. Can you help me? I'm new to the state. You know what I mean? Whatever. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below. But my thing is, Chrissy has been a mother for a very long time. She's had this YouTube channel for 9 years. Sis, why don't you have a routine on how to manage kids and working at home when you've been doing it for so long? I noticed y'all in that live that she did, when I tell you Chrissy was constantly interrupted every 2 to 3 minutes, you know, those kids do understand the fact that she is mama. And they make sure Chrissy most definitely earn her money when it comes to motherhood, because those kids was constant. But little Blaze, he got into something in her bathroom. I guess she heard him in her bathroom because, you know, y'all, now Chrissy in the closet, right? She finally got out that bathroom, y'all. She been listening to. She finally got out that bathroom. She went into the closet, and she went and grabbed Blaze from the bathroom and put him on the camera to show us that he got into her makeup. He made himself a mustache, a beard, and she even said he had her hair product in his hair. And you know what? Initially, when you looked at him, you was like, oh, that's cute. But clearly, that was a sign of no one was paying attention to him. Because if you were paying attention to him, or even if you asked the older kids to pay attention to him, obviously no one was doing that. Because if somebody was paying attention to him, he wouldn't have been able to get into the stuff. Now, granted, thank God it was just some lipstick and hair product, right? That she obviously is leaving within his reach. Like, you got a whole bunch of babies that, you know, can reach and pull for stuff. I wouldn't leave stuff like that out in the reach of kids that I know, especially if I ain't keep my eyes on them 24/7. But that right there showed me, Chrissy, sis, you don't need to be in the closet with your office. I do understand you want privacy and peace, but sis, it's kind of too late for that. When you had those children, you see, peace and private, boop, went right out the window. It's gone, right? But that showed me right there, sis, you can't be in the closet with the door shut, the closet door shut, and then your bedroom door shut, and your kids are running around, because then this is what happened. Blaze or Onyx or get into something and nobody's watching and paying attention. Chrissy also mentioned in the video to check on your strong friends. And it kind of shocked me when she said that, because from the most part, the strong friend, or the friends that she have, obviously that we know of on YouTube, is Jasmine and Ming. Ming lives right there in Houston, and I know Jasmine is in constant communication with her. So it's just like, what do you mean check on your strong friends? I don't know if that was a reference for the baby daddies that could be possibly watching her videos. You know, to me, at this point, there's no need to send out subliminals to those men. I would be texting, calling on the phone, saying, 911, I need some help, dog. Yeah, but she's true. She's right. We do need to check on our strong friends. We really do. Because when we have the friends that we feel like can handle it, we never really ask, do you need anything? Because we feel like you got it. And I get that. But again, Chrissy has to understand the title of her channel, sis. You called yourself Strong Mommy Chrissy. You know, and so when people would just appear like, sis, you got it. You got this. People also asked her, you know, about her assistant, and Chrissy basically said the assistant does help her. The assistant is some help, but I'm like, well, sis, what help is the assistant helping you with? Because if you're stressing over trying to homeschool your kids and editing and everything else, what could the assistant possibly be doing? What, running errands? I mean, right now, if you need groceries, yeah, they can bring those to you. You don't really need an assistant for that. Starbucks, your DoorDash can bring that to you. You don't need an assistant for that. Your social media, since you ain't posting, so you don't need an assistant for that. So I'm thinking to myself, if she has an assistant, and if that assistant is not there to help her manage that house, as far as those children, sis, what is the assistance there for? A lot of people were suggesting that she get a tutor or a nanny. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. Right now with Corona, a lot of people are probably being, you know, will be leery of coming into other people's homes. Or even with Chrissy, you know, y'all, because they all, you know, her and her kids, they sick a lot. I would be leery of bringing, because you don't know once she leaves your home, who she around and could possibly bring. So, you know what, at this point, and it's not being harsh, but it's just being blunt and honest. Chrissy got to figure it out. It's her situation. This is her bed that she made. She has to lie in it. And that's not being mean or inconsiderate. Y'all, that's being real and raw. Like, that's the honest truth. Chrissy chose to have these children, and she chose to have as many as she has. And at this point, she has to figure out, how is it going to work for her? Someone mentioned her mom, and she said that her mom is getting ready to have some things going on. I don't know if her mom's getting ready to start working outside the home or whatever. And obviously her mom is a help there, but You know, her mom can't do it all. You know, Chrissy talked about how she doesn't have time to edit. And me personally, that hour and a half, because, you know, she was on Strong Mommy Chrissy at first, and then she jumped over to Star Omega because she was having a lot of system issues or Wi-Fi issues. That time that she spent bouncing from channel to channel, and then as long as she stayed on Star Omega to reach out to her audience, sis, that could have been valuable time right there to edit. That's just my opinion. Chrissy said that she's so tired. She's real tired. Well, sis, you know, a lot of people have said this. Sis, obviously, you got to put yourself on the schedule. Chrissy got to be on a schedule more than any other woman that I personally know, because she has so many children. Like, it's not going to work unless it's a schedule in that house. Those kids should be made to take naps, to lay down. To be quite honest with you, it doesn't matter what time of day or night Chrissy go live. Somebody or one or two of, if not all those kids, are always up. And she even said it. Like, her kids really don't have a bedtime. Well, sis, that's mistake number 229. All them kids need a bedtime, from the oldest to the youngest. Because if you don't make them control themselves, and if you don't discipline them accordingly, this is not going to work. It's just not. You're going to always be in a house of chaos. And you know what? You know what that could potentially start? Her wanting to walk away. And if she walks away, what them kids going to do? I mean, y'all, I'm going to be honest with you, because even me, and I just had 4. There was times I was like, "Ooh, Lord Jesus," because I had the stresses of being a mom, being a wife, working, and you know, in my house, everybody relied on me to do everything: cook, clean, you know, be the nanny, the security officer, the nurse, the teacher, the doctor. I was everything, the psychiatrist. I was everything. And there was some days where I was like, "Okay, hold up, stop. Yeah, mama need a break too." So I get it. I understand where Chrissy coming from. But at the end of the day, this is her life that she made for herself. And obviously at this point, sis, you can't take it back. It's here. You got to deal with it. So hopefully Chrissy will figure out what she needs to do, you know, and maybe stop coming on this channel telling us, like, a lot of people have been asking to see, you know, her vulnerable side. A lot of people also suggested that she do more lives. And it's like Chrissy had an aha moment. And I'm thinking to myself, Chris, since you've been doing lives, yeah, you did. Chrissy been doing this YouTube thing for 9 years, y'all. She know what works for her. I think Chrissy comes on her camera with these stories because that's a stall tactic for what's really going on in her life, and she's not really ready to let the world know that. I don't know, but y'all let me know. Hopefully that girl will figure it out, you know, because unless she has another alternative, I don't know. But right now, from what she says, YouTube is help supplement her household to take care of her family. So if that's the case, sis, then you got to get that by hook or crook. All right, y'all. I will see y'all in the next video. Remember, you guys, sub what you love. Bye-bye.